another race and another week with me, Iron Kid, and I'm not alone tonight. The Dutch TV is here, but currently is a little bit offline for now. He will be here in a few minutes, but for now, I'll be your uh, host. And yeah, I'm excited for the race, obviously the Canadian Grand Prix, a race we ran yesterday, but it wasn't, it didn't get well after all. For the people who watched yesterday, the race got kind of cancelled in lap 29 because of a safety car glitch. Obviously, the race ended, but full points were awarded to the drivers. The standings will be, the provisional standings are out, of course, for the people who raced yesterday. So I think we handled it pretty good. So I hope we don't have the same things tonight. Let's see, currently watching with Pierce. He's tired, of course, so he can do a lap. He's pretty fast. Maybe up for pole or maybe top 5. I hope he will. Very good driver. He improved a lot for the last months with a new setup he had, I think, 3-4 months ago. So I think he's ready to set the bar high and maybe get his win at some point, even this season or next season. A little walk up for Pires, the Portuguese driver, who I think he's from Brazil as well, kind of like that. I hope I'm not mistaken. So let's be on board with him. Getting a nice open of the DRS, getting it very good to the turn 1, but losing a little bit to the turn 2, going to turn 3. Went a little bit wide, and he's losing the gut a little bit again in turn, think 6 and 7. Well, actually 5, sorry. Now he's going to the 8th and 9th corner here. It's a tricky one. Doesn't look too bad, but doesn't look too good. Slap. Obviously can improve a lot. That's the banger lap. He's the first lap of the day. Obviously, track has some dust. And
hello.
Yo, look who's here. That's Latifi.
Yes. Sorry, bit of a phone call, but I'm here now.
Yeah, I said to the stream that you will be here tonight for us, so no worries.
Yeah.
I made a little bit introduction for you.
Yeah. I'm guessing it wouldn't have been flattering, but thanks.
You know it.
Yeah. If you hear some snoring tonight during the stream, that's me.
That's why I got the elite comments for tonight, so you can be you can rest a little.
So I can fall asleep nicely. Thanks.
No worries,
man. First times are being sat. You've raced yesterday and the day before. What sort of times are we looking at for Paul?
Well, I didn't race yesterday properly, so I don't count it yesterday. I was in the commentator's box after like lap 2, so.
Yeah.
you 5 grids, 5 place grid penalty to noise job.
For noise job.
He blocked someone.
He's on an outlap. He must have blocked somebody then.
I think he blocked D-Mag, collision with D-Mag.
I can have a little look at the race director, see what it's saying.
It says collision. I check on stream.
Yeah, collision with D-Mag, and he gets a grid penalty for that of 5 places.
That's weird. Well,
where is D-Mag?
So
DMAC has set a time.
about the time, thing yesterday the poll was around one. I don't think we.
So low 110s.
If I'm not mistaken, it was. Give me a second. It was 110.5.
Alright, so we're already quicker than we were yesterday in poll.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, Dan is putting a
um,
110.2.
Yeah, and I believe Monday wasn't quite the same benchmark as it was a wet race and quali, I believe.
The quality, it was 110.5 by Arbeck Dury.
All right, so similar time to tier 2.
Yeah, I think it's Bagduri did like 7,000 of a second slower than the tier 2, so
Yeah,
still
that's very
similar
similar.
times.
Yeah, however, if we get 110.2 on the first lap by Dani, I'm guessing tonight we will see the 1.9s then.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think it's gonna be either Vin Porsche or maybe I don't know about Kochus, to be honest.
Yeah, Gotthard could do it. Finn Porsche has just invalidated his lap, and because of that he's abandoned as well. Although he is using ERS, maybe he's just trying to see what his benchmark is.
Rossi put in a 110.5, so the gap to first to fifth is 4 tenths. That's close for
Yeah,
Paul.
that's pretty close. Yeah, I think Porsche abandoned his lap. Couple of quali bands tonight. I think Matthias might be one of them. Or am I mistaken there?
I didn't see any announcement. Maybe we
There was an
did have.
announcement. Valley. Is Valley even in?
No.
No, so that's not applicable then. And the Dunn brothers.
Yeah, they're both here, and both of
MG
them
and
retired.
Shu. Yes. So we will see Matthias on the lap at some point as well. But he might be fixing his pedals because I think he had some loose pedals.
Yeah, he
Recently
had.
got a
Yeah.
new setup and obviously still tweaking the details on his rig for that. Gotsos is on the lap. Let's see what he does. He's one I can see up there as well at the top.
I don't know if he's leading the championship though.
While you keep an eye on him, shall I have a look at the standings to see who we've got fighting for the top spots here at the moment?
What's putting a 110.5, slower than his teammate, but puts him the second row of the grid, fourth. I think it's a pretty decent lap. He made some mistakes. He can improve at least for 2 tenths, maybe 3.
So, championship-wise, sorry to interrupt you, Kotsos is leading with a 1 point gap to MG Dunn. 67 for Kotsos, 66 for MG Dunn. MG Dunn with the qualifying ban will have a little bit of a task
challenge.
at hand. Mikey then in P3 with 64 points. Where is he at the moment? Down in 13th.
13, yeah.
And then we've got a bit of a gap there. 10 points from Mikey to Perez in 4th with 54 points. I don't know. Perez seems to be getting faster and faster. Let's see what he does in quali today.
I said that on stream that after he's picked up his new setup, I think 3-4 months ago when the game started, I think.
Yeah.
After that, he became another man. He's a man of a mission.
There was a bit of getting used to the rig, with a bit of incidents whilst getting used to the rig. But now that he's used to it, I think he's very much on it.
I think I predicted he's gonna be in the top 5 for quali, and I think he might get a win this season. I think he has a pace. He can capitalize the mistakes of the people in front.
Yeah. Other interesting one is Nice Job, who hasn't raced that much, but has managed to score 46 points and is in 5th place. Obviously, he will have his 5-place grid penalty, so at the moment that will start him 17th.
He will put a good lap, so I think he's gonna start the top 8
top
for
10.
Me. Top 8.
Yeah, top 10. Yeah, possibly. Danny, CPI Danny, who's got pole at the moment, surprisingly only in 9th place with 39 points. I think that might be because he missed 1 or 2 races there.
Ooh, and Tiny hit a wall there. Ooh.
And he's still going.
He hit the wall pretty hard, I think, there. Lost it of the exit of turn 2.
That's an interesting spot to lose it as well. He is still using his ERS.
He's still doing a lap. That's interesting to see. I want to see if he's improving. I don't think he does because he's 42,
if he had
43.
a big moment into the wall, then he should be improving.
He's 2 seconds down. It's not improving.
That's not gonna happen. Ross G is improving by 2/10.
Luigi improved. Luigi is 9,000 of a second away from Danny. What a performance by Luigi, improving week after week.
Ross G has lost a little bit of time. He's now slightly up on his time. Let's see what he will do in the last sector. Bit of traffic, but I think that didn't hinder him too much. Could have used a bit more on...
and Danny improved by 2/10.
What a lap. 1:10.0. And Ross G abandoned the lap now with 1.9 seconds down on his time. Up, slower, whatever.
Nice job improved. Yeah, but he is still P7. I think he put by a second, but still he's P7. That's surprising, I think.
I think that proves how much faster this steer has gotten.
Yeah, we can see pretty much people doing their best and improving by a little every week. And I think even if you start the last places in Canada, the thing I saw in Tier 2 and Tier 1 was you're in the top 5 within 5 laps. And I saw that in Tier 2 and Tier 1.
Yeah, and that's if you keep it consistent, I suppose, and keep your nose out of any trouble.
I think Danny was first after 8 laps, 9, yesterday, and he started last. And then Valley got a quali ban as well, and he was second behind him. And obviously lost a lot of time because Dan is faster, but still both of them gained 15 and 16 places in 7-8 laps.
Yeah, they're on another level, those guys, compared to the other tiers, really, and even compared to some guys in Tier 3 here.
And we have the winner of the Grand Prix of Tier 1 in the chat. He said it's rapid. These guys are absolutely rapid, and I agree. But I think you won the more fashionable way in Monday.
On the interim, Neil is improving by half a second, and he had the fastest sector too. So he's about to go through the wall of champions, and he keeps it together there. Let's see what sort of time he sets. It should be 1:10.7, and it
nice
is,
time.
And in 9th place.
I think a great lap for Neil.
Yeah, and to get a purple second sector as well in a tail like this, I think that's a good achievement from him.
Yeah, I mean Neil is improving game after game. I'm racing with Neil for 2 years now. He's rapid. When I first saw him, he was one of the slowest guys in the tier I was racing. Now he is probably arguably the most consistent one and one of the fastest, to be honest, in
Yeah.
Tier 1.
As long as I've raced with him, he's always very consistent. He's very difficult to overtake.
And clean.
Um,
Don't forget that he's clean.
yeah. Perez is about to improve, and he puts
Ooh,
in a second with a
second!
110.2. What a lap by him!
Just like I predicted, he's in the top 5. And currently, he's P2. What a lap by Pierce.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
Ross G has just started a lap. I'm on board with him to see what he's doing.
Who is on the lap?
think
Only
sort of
Rossi is on the lap. Everyone else
yeah,
is...
the last sort of out laps and hot laps are starting right about now. Ross G with a purple first sector, 84 thousandths up on his own time.
He slowed down.
A bit of traffic through the second sector. Yeah, he's giving up this lap. Too much traffic, I think, for his lap.
Danton is the next one. I think he doesn't do a lap as well. So no one is on a lap currently. Same power is, but he's moving like 3 tenths. But still,
he went in second with 110.1.
Ooh.
Completely missed. He was on a lap, but
where did he come from?
Where did he come from? Where did he go?
Matthias, he put at a lap. He's putting a lap now right now, and he'd validate in first corner. That's a Matthias thing to do.
Well, he can just turn off his ERS again, but is he doing that, or he keeps on going by the looks of it?
I don't think he has fuel as well. So Matthias will probably start last.
Yeah.
Haas starting 19 and 20. Realistic.
Very realistic.
Who is on the lap? Luigi is
improving by... so he's not going to go out anymore.
Luigi is improving by 2,000 of a second. Not a much improvement. He doesn't move anywhere right now. Let's see, and he backs out of the lap.
Yeah.
Has 50 seconds. I think he will do another lap. Let's see who is on the lap. Kotos, is he on a lap? I think he's on a lap. He will get a slipstream of the Alfa Romeo ahead. And there's his teammate. Let's see where the championship leader can put it. Makes a little bit difficult for him. Chicane. He will cross the line to put a 110.2. 3 almost starts improving, puts him P4.
We've got 3 drivers in the same 10th in the 1 minute 10. That's how close this tier is.
Ooh, yeah, that's 5-4. Yeah, for 3rd to 5th. Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Insane laps by the guys.
Down to P. What is it? 13. They're within a second of each other.
Ooh. This guy's giving us a show to watch.
Yeah, that's the way we like it. And Robbo, who is number 13, he's improving by 0.3 of a second. Mikey, who was number 3.
Danny improving, going to the 109s.
109s, well done.
Tiny putting in 110.2. He's 5th. Thing Rossi.
Dodley puts it in P2 with a 111. Robbo goes up to P11 with a 110.7.
Currently watching Rossi. Think he has a pretty solid lap.
So Rossi is improving by half a second. Makes it a 111.7.
Rossi putting a second.
Wow, 110.0. Good lap by him.
No, Pierce is 6th.
Into the pits.
No, I fell. I said he's gonna be top 5. He's 6th. Come on, man.
At one very tight quali, and just Danny putting a mastermind of a lap out of that there at the very end.
Well, if he doesn't cross, he will win for sure. So I think we already know that it's like Max Verstappen. He's starting first. I don't think he's going to lose it. He doesn't have a mechanic failure or anything else. To be honest.
Stuart, yes, it is me, Mufasa, and Iron Kid on the stream tonight.
Shame on you that you don't know my voice, man. Jeez, we're racing for 2 years now. You see a bunch of my. Oh, Pierce is starting fifth.
No, yes. Because of noise jobs.
Yes, prediction went right. So.
Did you say he starts in fifth, or did you say he qualifies in fifth?
Qualifies in fifth, but.
Well, that's not true then, because he qualified sixth.
Don't care who will start fifth.
Danny, pole position then, Ross G in second, Dodley in third, Vinpos in fourth, Noise Job in fifth, but he will drop down to 10th, I believe. Perez in sixth, Kottas in seventh, Trini in eighth, Lewis in ninth, Tandon in 10th, Robbo in 11th, Neil in 12th, D-Mac in 13, Mikey 14, Sir Waffler 15, St. Power 16, 17 MG Dunn, Shudon in 18, Saratel 19, and Matthias in 20. Just about got it in with the last four not setting laps. Two of those for quali bands. Matthias and Saratel, no clue why they didn't set a lap, apart from Matthias invalidating. But he left us to the one lap as well. Coming back though to you saying that Stuart doesn't recognize your voice, he should really recognize the voice of his teammate that was the number 2 Ferrari driver.
Well, I won a race with Ferrari.
Yeah, but you messed everything else up, just like Ferrari.
No, actually, I didn't win a race with Ferrari. I win a race with McLaren. Sorry. Yeah, that was something that he will never do. He will win he win a race. Like after how many months he went to the league? Oh yeah, exactly. And I won a championship as well. And we have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's pedal to the metal, and it's go go go. Danny with a great start with Rossi behind. Dodole went for the inside, and he will get the move done. He's close.
Outside through turn 2, but I think he got it. He does have it.
And he takes P2. He is P2. Nice move by Dodole.
Moves down the back, but that's our qualifying bank guys moving up. So far, everybody seems to have gone through the first couple of corners without any incidents.
Positions. Pierce back to P9. What he didn't start well.
I think he's normally a sensible start that doesn't go in too deep, but that does mean you lose a couple of places on the start.
Lost 4 of them.
Yeah.
And we have a spinner of Mikey.
Why did that happen?
Back down to last place.
Yeah, but he's still attached to the grid, so as long as he can stay with them and didn't overcook his tires, he might be able to regain some positions again, while D-Mac overtakes Robbo. And while we're talking on that, as Robbo now can't respond anyway, he just called us dumb and dumper in the chat.
Yeah, I think you're the dumper. I think I'm the dump. Probably.
Neither of those is a compliment. Have you not seen the movie?
I know the movie, man.
Saratel just overtook Sir Waffler going into turn 1. Out. Yeah. It's got a 1.
I think you should go to sleep, man.
Nah, I'll join you. Otherwise, you'll start complaining to me that I'll never join you.
True. That's true.
The pack doesn't seem to quite spread out. The only one that's outside DRS at the moment is
we have a yellow flag of Sir Waffler doing donuts.
But Sir Waffler doing donuts.
He has his wing impact, so good for him.
All right. Pretty good going to keep the wheel intact.
Only Dandan doesn't have any DRS. I think everyone else has any DRS. and MG
Dunn
Dunn.
brothers in the Red Bulls are fighting it out in the back, and I think there was a little bit of team coordination going on there, as Shudon has a big moment coming out of the Wall of Champions. Not hitting the wall, but a very big slide as he came out of the last corner there. I think they're going to be playing the team game. Shudon with a moment again, and now Matthias is looking to overtake. Doesn't get it done though, and Shudon keeps the position for now, but has Matthias all over the back of him.
What a nice camera by EA. The turn 4 and 5. Nice. They did a good job for once.
For once, yeah, I'm getting a nice helicopter shot.
Yeah, the helicopter shot.
Shudon and Matthias. I love that helicopter view.
Look how close Matthias. That's beautiful. And now they ruined it. Now that he's going to overtake, they ruined it.
He's going around the outside in a hairpin.
Ooh, he locks up a little bit.
Yeah, that will cost him. And Shudon actually does a nice job defending here, but I think Matthias still gets the better exit.
Ooh,
yeah, and he's got it done.
Yeah. MG Dunn getting a penalty, the first one of the night. Early on,
Ooh.
lap 4.
That's, yeah, 35 laps in total, so 31 to go. That's going to be a long drive for him not to score anymore. Saratel is looking all over the back of Robbo.
St. Power with a penalty. Here
Power.
we go. And we have a yellow flag.
Hala is starting.
And a virtual safety car.
Who's that for?
St. Power. Doesn't have it for him.
Yes, yeah, that's normally not a good sign.
Well, I hope we don't have the glitch of yesterday with the virtual safety car to the safety car.
What happened yesterday?
Well, we started with a virtual, then get the safety car. Then the game said you can overtake the safety car, and everyone was overtaking the safety car. And the grid was... DMAG was supposed to be P7, but the game was showing P1, and everyone was losing positions. So it was a mess after.
Very weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. And then I decided to end the race. It was no point to do like 5 laps. It was over the 75%. And as the rules saying, if you've done the 75% of the race will end with a full points awarded.
Yeah, so a little bit more of EA glitching, but it seems to work tonight. The virtual safety car has ended, and we're back racing. The arrest straightaway enabled, as it's only a virtual safety car.
Dodle is still close to Danny. Looks good for the Dodle, I think. McLaren driver. I think it's the only one who is keep it close to him, with Reinforce behind him, and Rossi. I think top 4 is very close, with Lucy's losing the touch, 1.4.
We got a couple of different strategies, but only 2 though. We got mediums and hard runners, and Dani is on the hard with Dodley on the mediums. So it's understandable that Dodley at the moment is sort of faster, but he really needs to get in front of Dani to make a strategy work. As it's not going to be long before
Dodley had a moment losing 2 positions. Had a moment there again. Turn 3. I think that's one of the trickiest corner with a throttle of the exit.
Turn 3, yeah. I'm not a big fan of that corner. We got a yellow flag.
Matthias and 3.
Is that Sir Waffler? Yeah, we got Sir Waffler spawn on the start-finish straight, trying to turn the car around.
That reminds me who did it on Formula 2? It was Mahanathan. Who was Maganathan? I don't remember his name. Mojave Raghunathan. he could get out of Baku. You know? that tricky exit for there. So funny, still funny this day.
A good story though. Thanks.
You didn't know that?
I'm not a big follower of what happens in F2, to be honest. So no, I.
That was a meme
normally
for
the wall
like
goes
3
past.
years.
I probably will have seen the meme, but my brain is like a fishbowl.
Yeah, I know that.
Top 5 still being very close. Kotsos in 6th place, all over the back of Dodley.
Went for a dive
Side
in
by
the
side.
inside.
They touch quite a few times, but Dodley stays ahead. And now
But
I think
Tiny is
it's,
going for a
Tiny.
move.
Yeah, Tiny is going for that spot. Will he get them both? No, he gets the one. He gets Kotsos, but he's looking very sharp to get Dodley as well. I think on the straight after the hairpin.
Well, my advice to Kotos is that he's first in the championship, so he needs to stop doing these moves. I'm not a champion like World Drivers Champions, but I have been in the lead of the championship. I know the pressure is there for it, and Tiny overlooks the other way and gets a 3-second penalty. Ooh, and totally almost lost it. But yeah, I think Kotos, he knows he's first in the championship, but he needs to keep it clean for himself. For
he's going around the outside though of turn 2.
What a move!
And that looks to be done.
Oh, and
yes,
he lost
as Dudley
it.
Then missed.
That's the second time.
His front wing gone.
That's a ritual and careful.
Well, should only be a VSC. He's doing this very nicely.
I hope he doesn't get disqualified.
No, that was nicely done.
Yep.
Possibly a little bit unsafe there at the end, but I think, like you said, he was getting close to his DSQ for being parked for too long. So I think that was all very reasonable, if you ask me.
So yeah, where's Mike? Mike is B18. MG Dunn. You said MG Dunn is the other one, right? In the championship fight.
Sorry, I was just pouring a new whiskey. That's possibly the worst time you could ask me what the standings are.
Yeah, I think it was MG Dunn in the
MG Dunn is second. Yeah.
So
second with 67 points, 66.
Yeah. So the best for really Kotos is to like stay in put for the top spots, not doing. Oh, and Tiny went for a drive-through. Spinning out of the safety car and the ritual, but he's on the pit lane.
So,
how?
You can still get that penalty if you're in the pit lane if your delta has been too fast. I think if you hit the pit entry line while your delta is in the red,
with a drive-through,
you get a penalty.
On time when the ritual ended. That's one of the unfortunates. I know that one hurts a lot.
Yeah, Tiny and DMAC with drive-throughs, and the rest with 3 seconds apart from Saratel, who's already gotten to 6.
And I think he has more learning, so he will be close on mine. 6 seconds of penalty in 9 laps. That's insane. That's almost a single over after 2 laps warning. And we'll have a spinner again. It's Sir Wolfler, and he's on the wall again on the same position with no front wing. That's the third ritual. So I think we don't have another ritual. So I think the next one is a safety car. I don't remember the game, to be honest, complete. I think it's 3 virtuals you can get, and then you get 2 safety cars, or you can get 5 virtuals, and that's it. Kind of like that. I don't remember.
I think you got 5 fools as well.
Because on one. Oh, and virtual save. Drive through.
Dudley with another drive through.
Already 3 of them.
Keep an eye on your delta, guys. You lose more than you gain if you try to be sharp and get a good exit and a good restart on the VSC. And those penalties might be deciding for for how this race is gonna end.
And Neuchop
Who's
went
gonna
for a
do well.
move to Kotos. Kotos will go around the outside, trying to keep his 5th place with Neuchop. Neuchop is ahead for now. This Kotos will do around the outside. He will do a dummy. He will do a.
Is he gonna do a switchback?
Yeah, switchback, not dummy. Sorry. But remember, he has, I think, DRS. No, actually
nice
not.
job, don't.
How?
Should have.
How his Neuchop had been Porsche with a 3-second penalty?
Neither of them had the DRS, so
No, Neuchop had a DRS.
Nice job didn't either, I think. I think his wing was closed as well.
But how Neuchop got a DRS and not Kotos? That's weird. No,
Well, the DRS detection line is just after turn 9, so.
And we have
a full retirement by Dudley.
Yep. He crossed there, I see. Just went to St. Power, lost it where St. Power is, and we have the first safety car. And that's it, backing up the grid.
Did he lose it then? Is that turn 5?
No, it's where Dan is going right now. On that left hand, here, exactly.
So
he might lost the X.
Chicane.
He lost it on the exit probably. Moment, you can lose it there as well with a
little bit curbs are pretty nasty there.
I like the penalties from P6 to down to P19. One has, one doesn't. One has, one doesn't.
That's good for
and
your...
appears with a drive-through.
How, man?
I think we're gonna make the meme again with a... I did like 3 weeks ago with a... you getting drive-through, you getting drive-through. And Sardel overtook and broke the limiter. I don't think it is allowed, to be honest. It's not allowed, right? To break the limiter.
To break what?
The limiter, the limits, on the entry, on the pit stop, the right side when we have we said like 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, if you go faster than that, then you will get a penalty.
No, I mean you don't allowed to break the cardboard.
Oh, the cardboard. No, if you do it on purpose, then no, obviously not.
Well, Sartor overtook Pires and I think other safety car. Because Pires was P9. He overtook him and he braked.
The safety car?
I think it was on the safety car. I don't remember he was on ahead of him. Let me check a little bit. Pires was ahead of him. And Sartor overtook him under safety car.
That'll be an interesting one to see.
Yeah, he did overtook him just on the stream. And it's not allowed. And that was lap 12, I think.
Perez is already saying that as well, that he's going to have to report this.
Oh, he did say that? Already?
Yeah.
Alright. And he covered me. So, Dan is leading. I think everyone pitted. I don't think... I think Neil didn't pit. He's third. Yeah, he didn't pit. 12 laps sold, man.
So strategy-wise, everybody on new tires.
Except Neil.
And Robbo.
Yeah, but what do you mean, Robbo? He just got...
Oh, so... Yes, sorry.
I mean, tiny.
Never mind. Yes. How long do the tires last? Will they be able to finish the race from here on if we get no more safety cars?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, alright.
In the control, if you're racing on controller, you can. So if you can't do it on control, you can definitely do it on the wheel. We literally had one. Our Jury did 35 laps with Inters on Monday, so I think it's possible to do.
35 laps on Inters. That's
Yeah,
one heck of an achievement.
He didn't beat at all.
Well, yeah, that is allowed with the Inter tires.
And I was close to him after all for trying to get a podium. Well, after all, I took the podium from a penalty of a top car, so I got a podium. But still, it was amazing to see 35 laps old, still holding
A full race on one set of Inters is quite impressive, and kudos to him. But I think we've got a safety car in message, and that means that Danny is going to restart, and he's gone already as well.
Yeah, he's gone, and he is 1.2. Yeah, I think he will lose touch for sure.
Finn Posch not with a bad restart. He's still quite close to Danny there. Neil, as expected, he's gonna drop back, already losing 2 positions now to Lewis, and nice job. And if they can get close to the battle ahead, they might gain an extra spot by the penalty Finn Posch has.
And Robo with a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the case of if you don't have penalties, you're going to gain quite a few positions at the end of this race.
Fun fact is that on wets, on Inters actually, we had less penalties than we had on the dries.
All right. I got no clue how to explain that one.
Yeah, it's really not unacceptable. It's like a weird thing to do. How you can keep it clean on wets, and you can keep it clean on dries. It's really weird. Stop chewing, man. I can see you chewing. I can hear it. No worries, man. It's okay. I'm gonna keep it on. No worries. Yeah, so it's really weird to see they keeping it on clean on wets and not on dries. Really, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have half of the grid with the penalties, and half of them not, and probably more of them will come. I'm sure about that. I dropped 3.8, losing the touch with Porsche, which is behind him. And Cortos has a penalty as well. I think I lost that. He's behind Rossi with 6 tenths, but Sala will go for a move to Cortos. Will get the move done. So Sartre is up to P6. Cortos looking for a move, but no, and Sartre gets another penalty. He's 9 seconds of penalty for Sartre, sorry. And Serwalho gets a penalty as well. That's a 6 penalties. Shouldn't all have 6 second of penalties. It's weird. How many penalties are you going to have? Oh, and we have a spinner. I think I was
Waffler.
Oh.
Waffler is DNF'd, and another safety car there. I vaguely saw it happening and saw some pieces flying.
Yeah, I was on board with Sartre and I saw Williams just on the wall. I thought it was Pierce for a second, but it wasn't. And I think that's the last one. We don't going to have another safety car.
Well, if your theory is right, then yes, indeed. Before everybody goes in, let's have a look at the position change, because Saratel and Matthias, both the Haas, are starting from the very back of the grid. They've done well, 13 and 12 places gained at the moment. They will have the time penalties. It will drop back a little bit.
Oh, a Danny drive-through!
And Finn Posch. Finn Posch as well. So number 1 and 2 have a drive-through for speeding on the safety car.
Spicing up the race. Caught speeding as well. The championship lead is speeding. Well, that's a spicy one.
Yeah, that will definitely ruin their strategy.
Well, if there is actually not another safety car comes out, they will be back in the grid. After 2 laps.
And quite a few have gone into the pits as well, and I hope that Vin, Porsche and Dani didn't go into the pit to try and get rid of the drive-through penalty, because you can't do that under the safety car. You need to wait at least until the lap on which the race is being restarted. And then you got 3 laps to do so.
Danny says, I was on green delta until the pits. Why do I have a drive-through? I really don't know.
It might be that by entering the pit at a bit more speed, he just got the delta into the red.
I got the drive-through penalty in Singapore. I exited the pit lane. No, I didn't.
You exited the pit lane and you got a drive-through. You've had that before, I think, somewhere, where you exited the pit lane and straight away got a red delta time. And straight away got the penalty.
Yeah, like immediately, and I couldn't do anything about it. And it was weird. I couldn't do anything about it because it was like you have to serve it, otherwise you will be disqualified.
If you don't serve it in 3 laps, then you get a DSQ, like you say.
So the things right now, it's like this. Not position change, it's penalties. So where's penalties? Penalties. So
you're gonna go through the penalties.
Yeah. So Matthias had 3 seconds. With Danny has a drive-through, and T-Mac left the session. Oh no! Here we go again with a host. Give me a break, please. And he left so many times again yesterday, so really give me a break, man. I don't want to restart this lobby. I'm not gonna take another restart, to be honest. Anyway, hope he can come back, but he will not be the host. That's the thing. Me, MG done with 3 seconds, Tiny with the 3 seconds, Win Porsche with a drive-through, Shoot done with a 6 seconds, Sartre with a 9, Kotos with 3, Neil, Robo, and Saint Bar with 3. And safety car is in this lap, but the provisional race leader is actually Sartre. Because if you exclude the people who didn't pit and the people who pit but have drive-through, Danny and Vin Porsche, Sartre is the provisional one for now. If the rest of them, of course, pit. If they don't, then Neutrup will keep his lead. Neutrup will go, has a great start. Luigi doesn't fall asleep like you, and he will be behind Neutrup. Roger as well. I'm just not lose a little bit. He's 1.1. Dan losing a position there to Danny, who is being hunting down to when I don't know. Dan gave the position, I think. It seems for me, but still.
I'm trying to get D-Mac back in.
Yeah, it's okay. I will cover the things. Danny, I mean, he's fighting with Matthias, but he has a drive-through, so I don't know if it's the best thing to do, to be honest. He losing time for you.
The problem is, it's saying the group is closed, because I'm not a host, I think.
What is closed?
The group is closed, which basically is the session, the server we're in is closed.
Yeah, that happens because he's the host.
Yeah.
And Danny will serve his drive-through now. Well, to be honest, right now you don't need a penalty. Just pray for that, because it will happen what happened yesterday.
What do you mean don't need a penalty?
What? What did
You
you
said
say?
you don't need a penalty?
You don't need a safety car, sorry. If I said a penalty, sorry. But
yeah.
you don't need a safety car right now. Because it will happen what happened really yesterday.
Yeah.
I forgot for a second
It's
I'm
going to be
streaming.
interesting as well because we've had it before last season in Qatar where the host left. Looking at you, Bob. I know you're not looking, but you left, and all the positions were mixed up. And I think so far the positions are still correct. But that's
with
a
the
known
3
glitch.
seconds.
Yeah.
Now we have more people with penalties than the people without. For us, he will go to move to Matthias. No, he will not. And now this is a tactical game for me and everyone who is watching the stream. I hope Rob is just keep it clean. If everyone else, like Pires is 11th, and everyone else in front of him has a penalty, he can leapfrog 5 people just being in the DRS of people.
Yeah, he is a little bit behind Shudan though. Sartel is racking up penalties.
Jesus, man.
So, the limit, and I know this not because I reached it myself, but I saw somebody do it, is 30 seconds, after which you will get disqualified. Now, do we think that Sartel is going to reach 30 seconds of penalties in the next 14 laps? That's more than double than what he has.
Ooh, and we have a Shudan. Spun. Does he have a front wing? I don't know. Please don't be a safety car. Please don't be a safety car. Please. He doesn't have a front wing. Oh no.
We've had all the safety car allocations for 50% race, you say. So we should be safe there, if you are right.
True. That's true. But we have 2 virtuals and 2 safety cars?
3 virtuals we had.
Yeah, then it's over. If we had 3 virtuals and 2 safety cars, but we know we have to do safety cars, then it's over. We had the same on Monday, and I was really asking myself why we didn't. We had only 2 safety cars.
You're more into it than me. Matthias overtaking Lewis G on the outside there of turn 8. Risky move, but nicely executed, I think, and Lewis left the room there as well. And now Matthias is on the hunt for nice shot. And if he can get by, I think he will be able to get 3 seconds away from nice shot. However, he does have the medium tires, and Nigel has the hard tires. So at some point, those hard tires will come into play and become faster than those medium tires.
But he will go for a move. He's very close in a 10th. He will go from the. He touched a little bit.
He's looking.
Ooh,
he's thinking about it, but he doesn't quite get it done. He's had a bit of a moment. Is Lewis now looking to go back? No, he doesn't. That little wiggle that Matthias had there on the exit, that should have been enough for Lewis to be back in that fight. But doesn't quite get that done, and now he's got his brother Roschi behind him. And there's a bit of a DRS train going from P1 all the way down to P8, which makes overtaking all that more difficult, because the guy in front of you will just go as fast as you with the DRS.
It's really so hard to predict the podium places. When Nigel went for had a little bit of luck up there.
That doesn't help.
He's 410.
That should bring Matthias back in play, but will he be able to get him done before we go in?
What happened, man? I hear your voice just disappearing from the distance.
I had to cough. I don't know. Out of nowhere.
Oh,
I didn't even joke on anything.
Sartel put out Rossi. Oh, who was that? Luigi.
Lewis G is dropping back, and Ross G as well.
I think it was Sarto who hit in the back of him. Now Kotsos is P3. What is going on?
And Perez
Perez
gets
got a
a 3-second.
penalty. Commentator's curse. Now we have only 3, 4, 5 people without penalty. Come on, don't make Danton win this. I'm gonna be so mad after all. I'm gonna back him for tier 1 as well. Jesus Christ.
Actually, it's 6 people without a penalty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. I didn't count the interval of Nigel.
Yeah, rookie mistake that. Rookie mistake.
Yeah, my rookie mistakes makes me a champion.
Only constructive and only because of the reserves.
And Nigel,
the more you say it, the more I keep repeating it.
Still, it's a championship, and Nigel got overtaken by Matthias.
Yeah, and now it's Matthias
and Robbo with a penalty.
Yeah. I think Matthias will get his 3-second gap to Noise Job.
Who do you think is going to get a podium after all?
Let's have a look at the penalties, because that's going to be such a big factor here today. Yeah, I think the 3 that are in front now, Matthias, Noise Job and Kotsos, if they can keep their tyres alive until the end, they should be able to keep it. Nice Job will easily be promoted until... Sorry, Tenden will easily be promoted to P4 with Saratel's penalties. He will drop down.
Not only before, he's on sides with Kotsos.
He's in range of Kotsos, yeah.
If my math doesn't math, he's 2.7 for 10 laps to go, and that's literally everything. Because Sartel is 410 from Kotsos, and if they keep fighting, and Kotsos will go for a move to Neujob, can he go for a move down the inside? He will go down for the inside, but he gets a penalty because I saw that from a miles away. And
so that's now Danjan up into the podium then. Pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah. I saw that from a miles away. He cut the corner like... I can't say the word, but he cut the corner.
I think it's better if you don't say the word. I don't know what
and
you want to say,
Power
but I can...
retire on truck? He retired on truck. Because I don't think he DNF'd.
That's the exit of turn 9.
Yeah, he didn't DNF, because if he DNF'd... Yeah, I think he retired on...
He's got the proper DNF next to his name, not the dashed lines which you get if you retire. If you know what I mean.
No, it happened yesterday as well with another car. So.
Lap 26 then?
Yep.
I'll put something in.
So, still the hand for Bonizzi, and Sardo will go for a move, maybe to Kotos, going for the outside. And he touched Kotos. Ooh, and makes Kotos spin. I think he closed the gap too close, and Kotos going back to the order. That was not necessary for him, to be honest. He closed the gap so bad, I think, Sarto. And for the guy who has 9 seconds of penalty, really...
He's got 12. He should.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Shooter now gets 3 seconds. He's already quite far down the back. He might still lose the position to Lewis, though.
Now it makes everything... Oh, come on. Don't make... I hope... Well, for the tier 1 sakes, I hope Dan overtakes both of them and gets the win. But on the other hand, if he wins here, he will get booted from tier 1. He will get a seat in tier 3 the next day. So come on, Dan.
Right. No, I want to keep my teammate. He's the only consistent factor in our team.
He's the only factor in your team.
I just never show.
He's the only factor in your team because he's the team.
Saracel, another 3 second time penalty, 15 now. He's definitely trying to get to 30. He's 1.2 seconds, so he will get down to P10 at the moment.
The crazy thing is, he has a pace with Matthias.
Yeah, if you cut all the corners, then I can have the pace as well.
Well, no. Absolutely not.
He's actually gaining on Matthias now.
Yeah, that's why I said he's gaining on Matthias. Because if you...
Well, his tires are 5 laps younger, that does help.
Well, he will not win. He might win on track, but he will not win the race.
No, absolutely not. In 7 laps to go, he will not overtake Matthias and gain 12 seconds on him. That's pretty much mission impossible. Finn Porsche now gets 3 seconds as well.
Jesus, man.
Recovered to P7 on track after his drive-through penalty earlier.
What's going on with people getting a penalty?
It's just a very easy track to gain track limits.
Mate, it's like as we said earlier, yes, it is a track, but how could you get more penalties in dry and not in wet? It's like makes no sense.
Maybe because people are driving a bit more sensible and not so much on the edge in the wet than they are on the dry. You have to stay off the curbs a little bit because the curbs are very slippery in the wet.
Actually, no, in Canada it's very good. You can't lose it on the curbs. I didn't have any problem.
You also said you can't hit the walls in China, and yet you did. So I'm not going to believe you for that one.
Sarl goes for a move to turn one. Take Matthias. And now Sartel is leading the Grand Prix for some reason with a 50 seconds penalty. It's like watching Latifi. I mean, no things to bad saying to Sartel, of course. Just seeing the 50 seconds penalty is like unreal.
I mean, as Matthias, you can fight your teammate very hard here because you know you're going to get the spot back anyway because of the penalties.
Yeah, it's really.
Because he can see how many penalties he has.
If Matthias gets 12 seconds away, he still will get the win.
Oh, but Matthias overtaken by Danny, so Danny now for the win.
Danny had a moment.
A great recovery from Danny though for his drive-through penalty.
Another penalty. 6 seconds. The end of the race will be so dramatic with the changes. You will see everyone.
Tiny going for a move on Finn Porsche there, but he sends it a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me if we see that in the stewards room. That was a bit ambitious.
And Finn Porsche went for the outside and goes to China. And he spins to China.
To China. I think he could have kept it on track there.
That was weird.
Take a bit of a wider line. I think he was a bit overcautious there, backing out the way he did. Sartel, another 3 second penalty.
It's really funny. It's 18 seconds of penalty, man.
As I said, I've seen 30.
I mean, and Vin Porsche retired on track. You can do your thing now. I did last time.
Porsche retired?
Yeah, on pit lane, on lap 31.
Oh, in 30.
I mean,
end of 30, beginning of 31. Yeah.
I mean, if Saldo went to the pit and retired, I will say, all right, man, I understand.
No.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. I mean, yeah, of course, you know what I mean in a funny way. Obviously not, but still, it's.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, 18 seconds of penalty. You will get lapped with these penalties.
No. No, before you get lapped, you will get disqualified by the game for the amount of track limits. At least that's how it always used to be.
The fun thing is, the most I have seen, it's on this track. 20.
It's on this track.
Yeah, 20. How much the most one you said? 25?
No, at 30 you get disqualified. I've seen that happen in Portugal in a previous league.
27.
Actually, wow, that is a lot. Especially if you think that the walls are so close by on this track. So to go so close, you get so many track limits. You're really driving on the edge of hitting the wall all the time in every single corner. Otherwise, it's just basically impossible to get where they are in the amount of penalties.
Can you? I know it's gonna be hard for you. Sorry, man, for asking, but can you do the maths? Who is gonna be who for the places? I'm putting you in a big task right now. About
oh man!
if you was a lead commentator, I would have done it.
So as it stands, Lewis got 3 seconds and will just about hang on to P14.
Don't start from the last places. Start from the first. We want the.
Shoot with 9 will drop back to.
And we have a spinner.
15th.
Yeah, we'll have a spinner. The championship lead got caught overtaken, but the second in the lead. What is going on? This is the most awkward and weird race I have seen for a while.
You know what? Penalty-wise, it's going to be very difficult to do. Basically impossible, because there's just so many. At the moment, I've calculated. Oh, Mikey, is that a DNF in the pit? It is by Mikey.
Not the DNF. Not. He didn't. Or not on. He wasn't on the track. On the pits, I mean.
It looked like he was in the pit.
No, he was where Sartel is.
You sure about that?
Yeah, he was.
I saw a Ferrari in the pit.
No, he wasn't. For me, he wasn't. You can write that down just to check it, to be sure.
Lap 33, 34.
34. It's weird. He was on the pit for me. So, and Danny gets a penalty. Danny gets a penalty. Ooh, that makes it interesting.
Danny with a penalty, yes.
Now
he will keep P1 as long as he keeps Matthias behind him, because Noise Job is too far behind of him to take over. Nice Job won't even get P2 from Matthias. Only just. He has to push about 0.6 of a second to get Matthias.
We don't have any battle open right now. Everyone has so many gaps. 3.7, 3.8, 1.5, 3.4, 3.4, 3.8.
We got Shudon behind Lewis for a bit of an on-track battle, 0.7 seconds. But I think Lewis might be a bit too fast for Shudon to fight this. The DRS obviously helps, but we're in the last lap. And might as well follow Saratel with 21 seconds of penalties. He will be the first one to cross the line as it stands.
Can he get 24? Can he get 24 seconds of penalty? I want to see your bets, guys.
Danny actually getting within DRS range. He might still get Saratel on track as well at this rate.
Really? Does really count?
I mean, For Honor is where you want to win it on track, not with some penalties. But yeah, he's going to win it anyway, so there's no need to do a do or die.
Really need to press,
Danny had a bit of a lock-up moment going into the hairpin. Are we going to get a fight over the line, or is Danny just going to keep it safe? I think he's dropping back a little bit and just let Saratel take the on-track position. And he does. He's weaving on the straight as he's won a championship. Weaving. So Danny takes P1, Matthias in P2, Noise Job P3, Robbo P4. Dan takes P4, Robbo P5, Tiny P6, Saratel
Neil P8.
No,
What?
actually, yeah, Sourtel stays P7, Neil P8, MG Don P9, Perez P10.
How did Sarble get only
Perez
P7?
actually drops back to 11 with Ross in P10. I think it's all the others with penalties as well that helped him.
How Sarble got only P7 with that?
He should have dropped back to about P10, but I think with everybody else having penalties as well, that saved his position a little bit.
Oh well. There's your winner. 1-2 for Norway. Or no? Oh no!
No,
No, it's
Danny is completely Dutch.
oh, sorry.
So you're gonna get the Dutch national anthem.
I didn't want to insult you, man. Sorry.
They're both from CBI, which I believe is an esports team.
Yeah, I think so. It is. Anyway, so Danny wins the Canadian Grand Prix with Matthias second. Nigel gets the last place of the podium. Dan from P9 to P4. Robert gets an incredible thing, P5 for him in Tier 3. Yeah. He actually finished the race this time. 6 is Tiny. Sartel is 7th with an incredible 21 seconds penalty. P8 Neil. P9 MG Dunn. P10 Rossi. P11 Pires. P12 Luigi. P13 Gotos. P14 Shudan. And I think even though D-Max was a lap down, he was ghosted, so that doesn't count. And Mikey, Vin Porsche, St. Power, Cyril Walfer, and Dodele, DNF. And that's it for the today's race. Yeah, we'll see. Interesting.
Driver of the day for you. I asked it first.
Okay. That's really interesting, to be honest. After all these kind of penalties, Sartle. No.
Man, I'm thinking Dan and Robbo
for
tier one drivers doing this well in our fastest tier.
Well,
tier 3
we know Dandan is another tire. He's not tier 1 material, to be honest. He's more than that.
He's tier 1. He's not going to be leading the championship after this week's results when you finally get around to do them.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting the driver of the day. That week will be out now.
Yeah, but yeah, Robbo and Dandan for me are the ones that are mostly deserving the driver of the day for me personally, I think.
Do you want me to announce the driver tier 1? Now that I know.
No, because they might not be listening, so I think it's better just to put it in the tier.
Come on, man.
You want to do it? You go ahead then.
So, the tier 1 driver of the day is the man with it down 35 laps. It's Arpek Dury with honorable mentions Neil Stewart and the Iron 4th place kid who is 3rd place kid.
That's why you wanted to call it, because you got an honorable mention.
I got one vote, man. It really doesn't count, to be honest.
All right. But yeah.
Still.
35 laps on Inters. I think that deserves a driver of the day, to be honest. Fair shout. So Bugduri will get another point. And that was Canada for this week.
I'll see you. Not him, the Dutch Latifi. He will be out again. On Kota of USA. And I hope I will have a partner to that, because I don't like Kota and I don't like to cover it alone.
I think it's a nice track. I will be tuning in to watch, but unfortunately can't do commentating on it.
And race as well.
And race, yeah. Unfortunately, I would have loved to race there. It could have been an interesting race. So next week, Kota.
Yeah. So you see you guys there. Thanks for watching, and
Bye
See you
bye.
next week, guys. Bye bye.